So I just was like logging onto my YouTube channel because I was checking the stats and everything, and then like some of my older videos came up on the home screen. So I clicked on one just, I suppose just to see the difference in the quality of my videos or whatever. Anyway, I clicked on it, and it's quite funny because in the video I'm like, oh, I'm going to the doctors today because I have to go get a mental health care plan because I need cognitive behavioral therapy for my fibromyalgia. And it just makes me so angry when I see that, because I'm like, literally the first time I saw my rheumatologist, he told me pills aren't the answer, right? Pills aren't the answer, and I needed a psychologist. Then when I went back and saw him, he gave me pills, and guess what? The pills work. Okay? So, I am actually up on my feet doing more each day than what I've been able to do in like 12 months because one, the pills he gave me work and depth for pain. Two, I had a lot of period problems. I had possible adenomyosis and hyperplasia, and I had a D&C last year, and I'm still having complications from that. But I am better than I was. I'm not 100%, but I'm a lot better than what I was. And the NDEP has been a huge help. And I haven't even had hardly any I haven't had any cognitive behavioral therapy, and I'm feeling better. Like, I'm not somebody who gets depressed. Like, I'm pretty happy despite all the trauma I've been through. I'm still pretty happy and I'm still doing things. The only thing that stops me from getting out of bed, if ever, like if I ever had a day where I wouldn't get out of bed, which is very, very rare, is it has been period pain, severe period pain, where the point where I've got a hot water bottle on my back, and or fibromyalgia, where I'm literally like feeling full body inflammation, which was what I was having last year, and that was the worst my fibro had ever been, which led to me finally getting diagnosed, even though I had been complaining to the doctors since my late 20s, mid 20s. Even as a teenager, I complained about pain, but they said, oh, it's just scoliosis, which was probably true, but apparently a lot of people with scoliosis also have coexisting fibromyalgia. So anyway, but yeah, I mean, yes, I started having therapy for binge eating. Not that I don't really eat that much normally. It's just if something really, 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 really stressful happens, then I might go and eat a lot of chocolate. But most of the time, I don't eat huge amounts. So that was my main reason for starting therapy. One of my main reasons. Not so much about the pain. So I don't really understand why he told me I needed cognitive behavioral therapy for my pain. Like, I don't understand that at all. I can only assume that some people must catastrophize or get depressed because they're in pain. Like, I see a lot of people on Instagram. I saw a post on Instagram the other day that said you don't owe anyone a positive attitude about your disability. And I was like, yeah, but you owe it to yourself. And obviously, I'm not that disabled. Some people are in wheelchairs and stuff, so I can't speak for people in that predicament, and I wouldn't want to. But I'm just saying, as someone who has had chronic pain for 20 years and struggles every day, is in pain and stiff and sore every day, I still try to be happy, and I guess I don't have much of a choice. I've got 3 children who need me. Well, one's an adult now, and the second one's nearly an adult. But because they have autism and ADHD, they need a bit of extra support, And so I guess I have a reason to get up each day because I have 3 children who need me. But at the same time, I have lots of dreams and hopes and plans, and I've had to really rein everything in and really just spend a lot of time resting, and it's been really difficult. I started a uni degree and I've now given up on that. I don't care anymore because it's hard to concentrate. It is hard to concentrate, and I'm a writer, and that's been the hardest thing, is like the brain fog and the stiffness and the soreness. It is hard, but I still do things, so I I don't know. I just, again, it brings me back to the whole scenario of why do we treat women this way? When a woman comes in and says, I'm in pain, the first point of call is to say, go and see a therapist. Why is that? If a man came in pain, I highly, highly, highly doubt that would be the first point of call. I don't know. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. Fuck cognitive behavioral therapy. I don't fucking need it for my pain. I probably need it for a bunch of other shit. I do need it for a bunch of other shit. Like, I get triggered so easily. I've been through a lot, and there is a lot of emotional pain stored up. But I try to release it. Like, I try not to hold on to things. And so I guess probably as a writer, that's the main reason why I've been able to get through a lot without like having to have a lot of therapy, because I do release it. I do write it out or paint it out, and I do release those feelings. That's something that my mum always encouraged for me to do, was to get my feelings out. But I don't know, to tell me I need cognitive behavioral therapy for my pain, it just seems weird to me. Like, do some people go, oh, I'm in pain, I can't do anything? Like, I don't know. But yes, so anyway, I don't know, maybe I just don't understand because I don't get depression. Like, yes, everyone gets depressed at times, and I have been depressed at times, or sad, or grieving. Like, it's silly to say that no one ever gets depressed or nobody ever gets anxious. Everybody has moments of sadness, of every emotion. It's a spectrum. But I don't understand how people can get depressed for no reason, or long term, like clinical depression. I don't understand that. So I'm not saying that to judge anybody. I'm just saying, for me, I don't understand how, like, I've never experienced that. So I can't understand really what it's like to stay depressed, because I always bounce back up. If I get depressed for a bit, which isn't very often, I'll always bounce back up. Or if I get down or upset about something, I'll always bounce back up. I've felt grief, and that was, grief's difficult, it's horrible, it comes in waves and it's all over the place and comes and goes. So yeah, I guess grief is the closest thing I've felt to clinical depression. So again, I just don't understand why the rheumatologist told me to go and have cognitive behavioral therapy. Like, for what? For what reason? Like, I just think I don't know. I just don't understand. Am I missing something here? Like, what is the cognitive behavioral therapy for in relation to fibromyalgia and in relation to pain? Because basically, I get up in the morning, I do what I need to do, I take my NDEP at 5 o'clock, and then I rest for the rest of the night, because I don't have to do too much. Obviously, if my kids need something, I'll attend to that, or my partner will, but, I'm lucky that I'm able to rest from about 5 o'clock onwards. And yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this was really bugging me, so I asked ChatGPT. I'm not going to read all of this out. You can pause and read it if you want to, but apparently these are the reasons why a rheumatologist would suggest cognitive behavioral therapy. Okay, so after reading that, I can understand now why they suggested cognitive behavioral therapy, but I feel like since I've been dealing with chronic pain for 20 years, I kind of am beyond that. Like, I already see a physiotherapist. I've been seeing a physiotherapist for, I think, about 3 years, the same person, and that has helped me to overcome a lot. It doesn't fix it, like, it's not 100%, but having the physio that I have had, and I've spent thousands on physio, it has helped to keep things a bit looser, because my muscles tighten up and they get really, really tight, and that's when I can't move. If my muscles tighten up, my range of movement is very limited. So that is one of the reasons why I started getting regular physio. So that helps. And I think growing up with a mum with rheumatoid arthritis, seeing her push through, I don't really feel inclined to catastrophize or anything like that. Like, I've grown up around that. So, yeah, I can. Listen, if you didn't have a history of that and you just suddenly got diagnosed with fibro, I can completely understand where people might go, oh my God, my life is over. But that hasn't been my experience. And, even my physio said that. He was like, you've been dealing with this for so long. Like, it's a bit of a different situation. He said most people would get diagnosed after a year or two, but you've had this pain for a long time. So, but I feel like the physio and the NDEP, that helps more than anything. And I'm going to join the gym soon. I was going to go down the other day and it was just so hot and I was aching all over. And I just went, you know what? I will do it. I'll do it soon. I had a CAT scan. I want to wait to see my results from the CAT scan first. Once I know, because if that comes back that I've got like inflammatory arthritis or something, I'm just going to have to be like, okay, this is what I've got. How can I work with this at the gym without injuring myself further or, making it worse, or do I need medication or whatever? So once I get those results back, I don't know where I'm up to, then I can go down the gym and say, I've got this is what I want to achieve. And then I sort of know what I'm working with rather than getting on the exercise equipment and injuring myself. But I have to change hands because my arms ache from holding the phone up. But yeah, so I've got plans. I've got a plan. I'm getting through it. And I don't feel like I need cognitive behavioral therapy for my pain. I think I just need to get up and do it. Like, I just need, when I need to move because I have to move. I totally understand the whole thing about the fear of movement because I did experience that. There was a point where my range of movement was so limited, and then it became even more limited because the more I did, the more it hurt, and then the more tighter my muscles became. And it was like this vicious cycle, and the physiotherapy above everything that was probably my only relief. To take painkillers would be a sort of a band-aid, but the physiotherapy would actually help the muscles to relax, and then moving when I can, then to keep the muscles relaxed. I don't know, just over the years, all the physio, it's helped immensely, and now the NDEP is helping even more. So, I can understand that now. I just had to get my head around that because I didn't understand. And to me, it just felt like the doctor was palming me off again. But I can see that that's not necessarily the case in this case. I do like my rheumatologist. He is nice. He does listen. He's one of the very few male doctors that I do actually like and respect because he's helped me, And when you've got a chronic illness, that's all you want. You want respect and to be helped and to have somebody listen to you, because I see so many women who don't have that experience, and it's been my experience with my stomach issues, with my uterus period issues. I have gotten help and I'm getting help. With my, now that I know I've got fibromyalgia, got help. But the one thing that I can't seem to resolve is my stomach. That's the one thing that nobody seems to be able to fix. But I'm on a mission to fix that, to get that fixed. And then hopefully I'll be a new woman soon. I'm not going to be cured, but I'll have a better quality of life. That's all I'm asking for. Just a bit better quality, and to be in less pain, and to be able to maybe eat a dirty big schnitzel once in a while.